Hey there fellow art lovers and fans of all things painted. Welcome back to my regular viewers, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm Cal and it's great to have you here. We're on the 12th day of Spooky Month and today we're painting an elf casting a complicated spell. For this one I looked around for some inspiration before settling on the idea of a figure in a robe doing some classic spell casting motions with one hand while holding a book in the other. After finding a good reference image, I began. I sketched out the elf, trying out a few different ear shapes before settling on one I liked, and then sketched out her long, flowing robes. Now for the two props, the book in her other hand, and a pentagram lying on the floor. For the pentagram, I created it as its own separate object before using the distort tool to fix it onto its place on the floor. I then sketched in the two birds she is conjuring using her spells, and a ring of candles around the edge of the seal. And finally the room she's in. I was looking at pictures of attics for this one. Somewhere secluded. Somewhere she can practice her magic in peace. Now for colour, using muted browns to block out the attic. I really wanted the elf to stand out, so used a lot of stronger colours for her, such as the deep indigo of her robe. The flowing bit on her robe under her right arm started off as a bit of an accident where the colour showed up paler. I decided to keep it and build on it, inferring that the flowing fabric there was a lighter, more see-through fabric. I kept up with the purple theme for the rest of her as well, going with mid-tone purple for her hair, pale purple for her skin, and a rich bluish purple for her eyes. After blocking in the smaller objects in the scene, such as the birds and the rafters, I turned my attention to the seal, using an outer glow layer style to draw in some glowing edges. Then I began shading. As this piece was lit up from below, I had the bulk of the shadows showing up on the upper edges of each object, such as the bridge of her nose and tops of her ears. After shading in the face, I turned my attention to the robes, giving them and her skin a bluish cast wherever the light from the seal hit. I then went in to add in more detail to her face and hair. Then I moved on to the birds, lit up with a turquoise glow, using much of the same techniques as before. Lastly, I shaded in the background, adding the edges to the wooden slats of the floor and roof, putting in a bluish glow on the areas closest to the floor, adding some deeper shadows to the rafters, and adding an overall shadow to the top of the piece, as well as adding some final tweaks to the birds and the seal. And we're done. I think painting in the seal and glow on the birds was probably my favourite bit here. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed what you just watched, please be sure to leave the video a like and subscribe and ring the bell to see more content. If you want to support my art, you can find a link to my Ko-fi in the description. And if you want to get straight into some more art, you can go and watch this video for my latest content. Or this one for something random.